The book on the taboo of knowing who you are is a book by Alan Watts. Now, I picked this one up on audiobook. It's only like 4.5 hours long. Very short audiobook, but a lot of dense stuff going on. Again, a lot of the stuff went over my head because I listened to too much of it in one day. But there's some great stuff happening in chapter 3 out of 6. Chapter 3 had a really great quote about how as humans, you know, we have that sort of basic instinct of sort of helping people. You know, if a child is sick in the hospital, we take it. You know, if a homeless man is overdosing, we'll help them out. You know, if someone falls down on the street, people will help them, you know, because on the most basic level, we'll help another human being. But what about like helping them in the grand scheme of things? You know, if a homeless man overdoses, you'll give him nalazine or whatever it's called. But then, you know, what do you do to stop homelessness in general? You know, in our better moments, we try to be, you know, the good neighbor, but in reality, it's only because we have to, or, you know, maybe on a primal level, we'll help other people if we can. You know, you call 911, you get the ambulance to show up if, you know, they need it. But in the grand scheme of things, you know, humans still, you know, we're not that close-knit to each other. And there was a really great passage, you know, I forget the entire quote. It was pretty deep, you know. And then chapter 4 got some math stuff in there with wavelength and particles and atoms and stuff. It gets really technical and it really, like, you know, lost me for a bit there. But the middle part with chapter 3 was really great. There was a couple of really good moments in there that I remember. The rest kind of went over my head. Like the Way of Zen. The Way of Zen was longer, so I had to like chop it up into, you know, a few sittings. But the book is a little bit shorter, so I guess it's better if you only like do one chapter at a time. Probably a book that would benefit from multiple listens or reads. It has some good stuff in there in chapter 3, but the rest of it sort of I got lost, you know. But that's not a big deal, and you know, I definitely might check out more of his books. You know, it's still pretty, you know, interesting because it was written in 1966 and still relevant today. So I'll definitely check out more of his physical books because there's no more audio books. There's only physical. And I give the book a 3 out of 5.